Welcome to the History Hunters channel here on YouTube. Almost everything you see here is about the Second World War, the history from that time frame, and the relics from the ground telling the story. Traveled today to a location that I've been dreaming of being able to check out, and I now have permission from the landowner to do so. And it turns out that the family that have the disposition right for the area has a lot of history and a lot of stories to tell about this area. The Germans came here, they built a very huge facility and several buildings, roads, infrastructure, bunkers, everything. So I'm gonna check out and see if this area can share some moments with us, and hopefully I'll be able to share the same moments with you here today. There's a piece of the plumbing for one of the houses. So lots of markings and numbers on them, but only plumbing. So not too interesting, but part of the structure here. That's one of the original fence poles that was around this location. Still here. It's a surface fine now, but it's very rotten. So one of the fence poles probably had a lot of barbed wires attached to it. Here is something that I found many times on the German locations. Have a look here. That's a food container, aluminium, and it's got concrete inside of it. It's really strange, but I've seen that many times. I don't know what they're doing, but you can't eat that, can you? Sun is really coming up here. It's becoming a very nice day. I've seen a lot of these. I think it's got something to do with fencing. Not too sure. Here's an example of a electrical connector inside the houses. There's a lid for the connector box like that, and you have a ceramic sort of fitting thing. Some of these has the marking of Germany, not this one. Cool, at least I'm finding something. It's a pleasure to be here today. Such a nice location. This, I think I know what it is. You see that hole there? They would put it in the ground like that, and they will stretch the barbed wire and fencing material through that loop. And this would be like three times as high as this, and you have like 3 of these eyes going up, and you will thread the barbed wire through that, and you will hammer it down into the ground, and you have a perimeter of barbed wire fencing. Here's another one, still in the ground here. There's the loop, and it's been cut up here, so the rest is just stuck in the ground. Still there after more than 70 years. Here's the outline of something that could have been a small ammo storage, just like here, because they have a lot of flak guns on the top here. So you can see the outline of something here. There are some concrete slabs between the rocks there, so I'm gonna check just a little bit around here and see if something turns up. First military object, looks like a label, French label. The Germans, you know, they occupied countries, took their weapons and actually used them themselves. So it's marked with 1939. It's not the whole complete one, but we'll probably find some more later on. That's another cartridge. Definitely looks like a K98 or an MG. It says 1940. So right in the time frame of the Second World War. Right here, there's a running trench going up here, up to a position, and down here, that just looks like a hole in the ground, but it's square. So it's made. And very often the Germans had large poles sticking up from these holes, and putting the camouflage canvas around the cannons or the flak guns on the top. So this could probably be one of those holes. You know, when you're out there, you look for history and you look for details, and sometimes it's quite cool when you find unique things, and I really think I just did that. Sometimes I look for small items, and if you find one, you're hoping to find more. And one of the relics that I really like to find is the relics from the 20mm flak guns that the Germans had. And have a look what I just found. This is the most incredible finding that I've done in a very, very long time. And have a look here. That is the 20mm flak cartridges, and it's all over the place. Wow, look at that. Ooh, is that a confirmation of what we're doing here or what? Look at that number there, 1940, and it's a P315 and 269 X. Is that a P? Look at that. And do you think that there could be a number on the other ones as well? Yeah, that's looks like 315. Looks like the same. And wow, that is amazing. Yeah, look at that, P315, and you can see the Waffenamt Eagle there. Look at that. I'll zoom in. That's the Waffenamt Eagle. Absolutely incredible. Not just one or 5, but 10 or 20 pieces at least around this small area here. And this is very close to where they had the flak guns. Over there, 1940. Never ever came across something like this. This is like a graveyard for the 20mm, and I just found it. So incredibly nice. I'm gonna check out the backs of some of them and probably take them with me, because this is a very, very special finding. They're not good in condition, but you know, they have the stamped head here. That is cool, at least to check out for the numbers and stuff like that. Yes, a lot of them here. Never seen anything like it. There's a head stamp. There's a head stamp. There are some just laying there. There's another one. Yeah, P315 1940. Have a look at that. And it just goes on and on and on. P315. There's another one here. There's another one down there. More down here. Here's one. That is insane. That is one of my coolest findings in a very, very long time. And it's right here. There's the Waffenamt Eagle on this one as well. Let's zoom in. Look at that. Is that a beauty or what? And on this location, just got permission to go here, and I'm finding this. That's absolutely insane. Look at that. I've never had anything like this before. This is like the ultimate graveyard of the 20mm cartridges. Wow. I'm gonna take some of them, and I'm gonna clean the head and the back, and that's okay enough. I'll take some pictures of it, and everywhere where I'm sitting there are flak ammunition from the German. Oh my god, look at that. And you have another one here. That is absolutely insane. New location and a lot of new things turning up here. I'm sort of trying to collect them all here in this area, hopefully to take a picture of all of them, and I wonder how many I'll find here. I'll stack them up and see how many I can find. Alright, I'll just show you something here. Here's the bundle I found so far, but what is that? There are signals everywhere in the ground here, so probably all of this is full of them. So I'm thinking, am I gonna dig them, or I'm just gonna leave them for someone else? I looked a bit around here, and it paid off. I got some here, so let me show you what I'm stuck with here. That is a massive amount of Second World War 20mm cartridges from the, I'm not sure how many guns that was here, but at least there must have been at least one. And here you can see some of them are almost complete, and they have the head stamps with the eagles and everything that I've shown you. So I think I'm satisfied with this. I'm gonna head on and see if I can find something more here now, because I've been digging this for about half an hour, and I think that's about it. It's enough. This is my biggest 20mm cartridge build from the Second World War, so I'm happy with that. Look at that. You know, this is the stuff that I've been trying to get for a very, very long time. Looks like when it's raining, it's really raining on the History Hunter. I can't count how many pieces I found now.